So I'm out here by the cattle shelter we've been working on building for a while, and this is one of many unfinished projects that we've got on the homestead. You know, we tend to start things and don't always get them finished, but you know, I do have a bit of a funny story I want to share with you. So we have two dogs, and they're city dogs. We had them at our old house in the suburbs, so we don't just let them run free like most dogs out here in the country. The older dog is named Riley. He's a German Shepherd. He's about 11 to 12 years old. And the little younger dog is Chip. He's a Dalmatian, and I'm not even sure how old he is, maybe 6 years old, something like that. So anyway, they stay in the house with us. We have kennels for them. We kennel them at night. And I actually have a video on that where I built the indoor kennel if you'd like to see it. But we have an outdoor space we put them in during the day, and that's just so they can be out here, you know, watching the birds, the cows, you know, whatever's out in the field running around. They just enjoy being outside barking at everything. So one morning, just a week ago, I was taking the dogs and I was taking them from the house, going to put them in their little yard. We sometimes use leashes, sometimes we don't. This time I wasn't. Riley went right into the yard as you would expect, as he normally does. For some reason, Chip had in his mind that he was going to come out here and go for a run. We bring the dogs out here and let them run. It is fenced off. The little gate area up front doesn't have a gate on it, but they really know not to go beyond that. So we just let them run in this 10 acres back here, and they just have a blast. Chip looks like a greyhound out here running. He's so fast. But anyway, he came out here that morning and decided he just wanted to go for a run. And it was crazy foggy. It was just right after daylight. And Chip's running out here, and you know, I'll bring him out here randomly every once in a while anyway and just let him run. But usually it's later in the day, so I can kind of keep up with him better. But so I stopped at where the gate area is, and it's so foggy out in the field there, I can't see anything. I can kind of see a little white blur running at the edge of the fence line. And I'm yelling for him and yelling for him. He just is not interested in coming back up here. And finally, I noticed, oh, it looks like he's running this way. My son was with me, and I was like, it looks like he's coming back this way. So then it looked like he fell. And I was like, oh, well, hopefully he's okay. But got up, and he was just booking it back this way like crazy. And as he gets closer and closer, I'm like, wait a minute, it looks like something's running with him. First, I thought, well, you know, whatever. There's some cow dogs out here that are always running free, and the neighbors have dogs that just run wild. They're not, you know, put up at all. So I thought maybe he had just made friends with one of the dogs, but ironically, there was 2 coyotes right on his butt, and they were decent. They were bigger than Chip, so they were decent-sized coyotes. And the reason I'm talking about this cattle shelter here is just because that's where they got. You know, we're not very far from where we were standing, you know, while this whole situation was happening, and we're not that far from our house. But, you know, they got to right here, and then the coyotes saw us, I guess, and kind of let up. I don't think they ever got him. Now, I do think when he fell, one of the coyotes probably sideswiped him and knocked him down, you know, because he was pretty dirty when he got back, but he didn't have any blood on him, so I don't think he really got bit or anything. But anyway, that brings me to a whole nother topic here. Inkerma reached out to me, wanted to know if I would be interested in doing a check with one of their digital rangefinders. And I was like, sure. And then as I thought about this story, I was going to go on and try to figure out how to measure how far I am from the fence area there where we were standing while this was happening, and also measure how close we are, how far we are from the house, just so I know how close the coyotes were getting comfortable coming up to us. So that's why I wanted to check this out. Let's give it a try here. So it's easy enough. It's pretty much powered on. It's got a few different modes, which we'll go over in a minute. You just push the button to change the mode. So right now it's saying it's 159 yards to the house. Now I can change that to meters and it'd be 146. But I'm an American, we don't do meters, right? So let's put that back in yards. That's what matters. So 159 yards to the house from here. And then if I want to see the area, like the post, if I can get in on that post there, that's 110 yards away from the post where we were. Now, this thing's got some really cool modes. Like I say, it can measure things and it'll give you the yards or the meters that something is away. It's got a couple of golf modes. I'm not a golfer. I don't know what it does. It helps you golf better, I guess. I don't know. It's got the ability to measure height. It can also do speed, like if something's coming towards you or going away from you, you'll be able to measure the speed and see how fast it's going, which is really something that's going to come in handy. So this is definitely going to be something that I'm going to keep in either on the tractor or the side-by-side, so I have ready access to it and quickly be able to measure how far something is away or how tall something is. It's a very great product. It wasn't very expensive. I've always wanted one of these. I do a little bow hunting, although I kind of jacked my shoulder up and haven't in a while, but you know, that was always the thing. It's like you get your bow sighted in for a certain distance away, and I'm horrible at judging distances. So having a rangefinder like this will be perfect, where I can go out and say, well, that deer is 60 yards away. I kind of know where my, you know, how I'm sighted in to hit that. So anyway, y'all check this out. I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested in it. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you've tried one. You guys have a great day. Thanks.